Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news... Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Watson. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 24. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Motion.
They'll try the left side. Tyson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down now, Tyson, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On second down, Tyson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a handoff looking right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Crunch. Switch. Check 13. Check 4. Switch. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
On first down, Tyson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Jaguars nothing.
Set, 19, 53. Watch the slip, watch the slip. Motion, motion, motion. Mike, 53, 53, Mike.
Right back to him on first down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check back. At 59.
Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 3. Go. Mike's 42.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now the extra point. And he's he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Texans 13, Jaguars nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. 2nd down, Haskins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
41's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From midfield now, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Wait.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike, check 33. 33. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's make these.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He finds Taylor. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the shit. Check safety, check safety. He's moving, boys, he's moving. 41 Mike, 41.
Now it's Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Mike. 19. Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Let's go.
And he gives us time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 53 to Mike. 53.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
Texans.
Set. 19. Check. 53. Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 29.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety 59.
Here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
It's a safety creep. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only He needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Let's go. Let's go.
The stop by Taven Bryan. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd and 5 now. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, Abby. Let me know what you got. What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
You're not ready. Slam, slam, slam. Who's on quicker? Go.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Exit, exit. Hey, 24. Set 24. Alert. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You must be dreaming. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go. Time to go.
Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All right. Give me 9. Let's get there.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's time right. He's time to the right. Check.
Here's Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Watson's pass complete to Tavon Taylor. Out of bounds at the 37.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You. Mike check 33. Hey,
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. Tyson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining. On EA Sports.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check back 33. Check back 33. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Mike, check 33. 33. Target, target, target.
To throw on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready? Mike 42. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Any weapon. Get that ball.
Throwing now is Haskins. And the catch made by Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
66. Check 31. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ready. 61. You remember me? Let's go, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Gain 7 at the Texans' 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now it's Haskins. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. That's 22. Mike 22. Right here. Get him. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. 2.
And the catch made by Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What is that? 19. Watch the clock. Here we go.
Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Jacksonville, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.